Hey, good morning, everyone. Pastor Brock here. So excited to bring you the Morning Devo. We're going to be in Mark 14, Matthew 8, and Mark 11 this morning, but today's title is going to be Divine Appointments. How many ever had a moment where you're just like, you feel like just everything lined up perfectly? Some people call it, the stars aligned, just right. And it's like when you meet someone and they actually have something that you need, or maybe you're at work and you happen to be right in the right room at the right time with the right leader to give you that promotion. And you sense that, oh, this is by chance. But as believers, we believe in something called divine appointments, where God orchestrates time and He orchestrates you to be at strategic places so that His kingdom can be accomplished and that you can experience blessings. And so I wanted to kind of just list a couple things that we see in Scripture that support the idea of divine appointments. So we see in Matthew chapter 14 that Jesus is talking to His disciples. And right now I'm in Matthew 14, so let me get to Mark 14. But in Mark 14, Jesus is talking to His disciples, and He is at the Last Supper, and before He gets to the room, He tells His disciples to go to the room. And first off, no one knows they're coming per se, to go to the room. And He says this, okay? It says, on the first day of unleavened bread, or Passover, all right, the disciples said, "Where will we go and prepare a place for the Passover?" And Jesus sent two of His disciples and said to them, "Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him, and wherever he enters, say to the master of the house, 'The teacher says, where is my guest room where I may eat the Passover with my teacher?' And he will show you a large upper room furnished and ready, prepared for you." And so the disciples set out, went to the city, and found it just as Jesus had told them, and they prepared the Passover. We see in Matthew 8, the centurion who tells Jesus, "Hey, you just got to say the word, and my servant will be healed." And Jesus says, "What faith?" And Jesus says the word, and the servant's healed. And then in Mark chapter 11, the triumphal entry, where Jesus tells two of His disciples to go get a colt of a donkey, and that the person who owns the colt will be ready and understand. And it happens. And so I find it amazing that Jesus almost nonchalantly says, "Hey, go here, go here, go here, and this will happen," unbeknownst to strangers. And yet we see that God's divine wisdom, His divine timing, ushers the disciples into experiencing what we call divine appointments. And I want to encourage you this: divine appointments happen through obedience. And how do you know to obey? By listening to Jesus intently. I want to encourage you today. When's the last time that you asked God for specifics in your life? Not just the general prayers of, "Lord, bless me today, Lord, protect me today," but rather, "Jesus, what do you want me to specifically do today?" When we begin to pray those prayers, I believe the Lord will speak to us, and then we will begin to experience more divine appointments. We'll be at the right place at the right time. Why? Because we are listening to our Father. He's giving us instruction, and when He gives instruction, He prepares the way for us. So I want to encourage you, if you want to be a person of divine appointments, begin to ask those specific prayers. Begin to lean into obedience. Begin to ask Jesus, "What do you want me to do today?" So be encouraged and make that your prayer today. "Jesus, what do you want me to do today?" And I can't wait to hear about all the divine appointments you're going to have. And if you have one and it happens, I want you to comment on this video below, and we're going to read it, and we're going to celebrate what Jesus has done in your life. Have a great morning, everyone. I love you all so much. Bye.